Wednesday night. Y'all know we sitting here, we doing the podcast live. Not even the podcast. We gotta stop calling it a podcast. I literally just said that. The show. We are doing the show live normally. But tonight we're doing things a little bit different, man. Tonight we're doing things a little bit different. Bulls played tonight. So I really wanted to get into breaking down what we saw from this Bulls team, because this is a Bulls team that has surprisingly expectations coming into the season. And I feel like we need to look at what we have on this team a little bit closer. Devontae Gibson in the live. What's good, my boy? Good to see you in here. Good to see you early. You know what I'm saying?
My man, Devontae, this is drinks for you, baby. This is drink for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Windy City Breeze post-game show. My man P.Kidd to my left. Oh, that's over here. To my left. How you feeling, kid?
To your left. I'm trying to figure out. It's mirroring my image. It's mirroring my image.
Yeah.
I'm good, my boy. I'm good. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm surprised. I saw transition. I saw a great defense lead to transition offense. I'm very surprised.
I saw preseason basketball. That's what I saw.
I definitely saw some preseason basketball. I'm not overhyping anything I saw, but I haven't seen. You got to understand, kid. We haven't seen Bulls defense that actually looked like what it was supposed to look like in quite some time. So I'm a little bit hype about that. I'm not gonna stunt with you.
I'm just messing around. No, I was actually pretty. I'm pretty excited about it. You know, your boy Kobe White showed up. You know, I wasn't too big on him. But yeah, he showed up.
You definitely weren't a Kobe guy.
Zach showed up. You know, they finally putting the pieces together. The Rook is looking like he's been here before. I mean, hey, listen, I wasn't sold on my man, but I'm sold on my man now.
Hey, can we say some of the most disrespectful plays that we've ever seen? Baki in the live was good, my boy. I don't know if I shouted you out. Ed in the live was good. Can we say some of the most disrespectful plays that we've seen from a rookie? I mean, bro, like his whole game is disrespectful. He block your shot disrespectfully. He take his jump shots. He wait for you to get there so that he can jay it in your face disrespectfully. And then the one-handed yam on my man's dome was the one that took me out, bro. That was the one that got me. But I think if you guys checked out my keys, things that I really wanted to key in on, and I think a lot of you did. The video went crazy. Shout out to y'all showing mad love to the kid. 2 of the things that I said I really wanted to see, we still didn't see. But the one thing we did see was this bench might be a little bit better than we thought.
We definitely are deeper than I thought we were.
Absolutely,
definitely deeper, and it looks like with a real coach behind at the helm that he might actually utilize this lineup. Like I heard them talk about it on the live. Like, you know, you gotta step up, or you got some people that can replace you. And you look at the roster, you know, Otto Porter Jr. You don't play. Guess what? We're going to slide Pat Will in there. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start a Pat Will campaign.
Bro, immediately. It took no time.
Man, listen.
We 3 games in, bro.
Hey, he playing like he got a purpose. I like it. I
really like what we saw from Pat Will's game. I really like the thing that I like most about it is he's putting up points. He's doing a good job of still scoring the ball, but that's not the thing that I noticed from him. Like Pat Will, so far in the game, I've looked at his games and I'm just like, oh dang, that was an excellent defensive play, great defensive positioning on that, good job getting to that. And then you look at it, and you're like, when did this man score 15 points? When did I mean? He's got one of those games to me where everything else that he does is so effective, and on top of that, he can score the ball as well. I just think that if the Bulls are going to keep building through, like AK likes to do, through the draft with these young players, these are the kind of guys you need to get on your team.
I think it's a good start. I think it's a real good start.
Now,
I got faith in this process now. You know, I really do. I was, you know what? I really have more faith in it because I got to see, you know, for those who don't know, ain't been checking it out. I thought Denny should have been a pick for us. I thought he fit this team just as well.
And Denny been hooping too. No disrespect to Denny.
He has been hooping. But he don't look like Pat to me. He don't look like Pat to me. I'm not saying he ain't gonna be good. I'm not saying he ain't gonna be productive.
Right.
The dude looks free. Here's the thing about the two players, and we talk about it all the time. Pat don't look 6. What they say 6'9".
I think they list him at 6'9". Yeah.
He don't look 6'9",
bro. You know what though? He was standing next to Lowry tonight, and for the first time since I've seen him hooping, I was like, oh, maybe he is 6'9".
Bro. Hey, maybe it's just his stance on his when he on offense, and like, you know, he's just out there just really grinding it out and always hunching.
Right.
He don't look 6'9", and you know what? Denny don't look 6'10". He looks 7 something. He looks 7 something when he's on the court. So it's like that's a sidebar anyway.
Yeah. I think the Bulls did a good job. Now, listen, it's early. We've seen guys pop off early, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw Tony Snell hit a game winner, and we thought, oh, man, maybe he's turned the corner. He didn't. It's preseason. But like I said, I think the other things that Pat Will does give us more hope. Because how many times have we seen guys come into this league and really guys are in preseason mode? They're not playing great defense. They don't know how to defend you as well now. They haven't really looked at no tape on you. You get your buckets off, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, snap, this kid can play. This kid is killing it. But then you get into the regular season, and now they really playing for you. Now they really preparing for you. And all of a sudden it's just like, oh, snap, I can't score no more. Pat Will, that might happen. That might happen. He's a rookie. That might happen. But the thing is, he's going to be watching tape on these guys. He's going to be out there checking out film on these guys, and he's going to be able to defend them just the way. Pat Will looks like he's been playing defense in the NBA for 10 years already.
You know what? I forgot who said it.
The Windy City Productions, go ahead.
If you came into the league and you just did one thing extremely well, you'd make a name for yourself. Yeah. So if all Pat did was come in and play lockdown D, as he slowly developed his offensive game, then we really do have Kawhi 2.0. Because Kawhi didn't have the offensive game that he has now. It slowly developed, and it took time, but he always had lockdown D. Yeah. And so that's really all we need. We need a Robin to Zach's Batman and a bunch of role players in there just making it happen. Now, will we make the playoffs?
Ooh, that's a long way. We gonna give y'all some early predictions too, because I just like doing that. I like starting up that trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I went into my Bulls group and I was just like, what I say? I said, hey, way too early predictions. What was it? Now that we've seen everybody, who do y'all think was supposed to be the Bulls draft pick? Now everybody like, oh, it's Pat Will. Pat Will should have been there. I'm glad we got Pat Will. It's like, oh, where was y'all before? Y'all was hating. I was there on draft night.
It's only one other person I would say probably should have been a pick for us. Now that I've seen him play.
Yeah.
Buddy, Buddy from Simeon. That's on the Lakers.
I haven't seen him. He look good.
Talent Horton Tucker.
He look good.
Oh man, but hey, he looking good. And, hey, he looking real good. You ain't see his stats, my boy?
I ain't seen him. My
man dropped
Red, we see you.
My man dropped 33 the other day.
So let me ask you this. Because we have to look at both sides of the spectrum. I think we're seeing in these first few games who's going to be the number one, who's going to be the number two option, just based on how Billy Donovan's kind of calling up the games, right? Billy Donovan's calling these games up. He's saying, okay, we're going to have Zach LaVine be our number one scoring option, and when we need a number two scoring option, we're going to draw up plays for Kobe White to get him open, and Kobe's going to be able to do it. Kobe having a great night tonight, really going off, really going ham. Who is your number three? Because we see two guys, and granted, it's preseason. I understand. I want everybody to understand that we understand that it is preseason.
Absolutely.
We understand that you cannot take everything at face value for what we're seeing. But you do have to look at the struggles of Larry Markkinen and Wendell Carter Jr. and say, okay, well, I thought Larry was going to be our number 3 or our number 2.
Out of there, dog.
I thought, okay, you firing Muggs. Let's let him get to the regular season, bro.
Yeah, what season is this for Wendell?
This is what? This is 2. This is 3. This is 3. Season 3.
The season 3? He got 10 games. He got 10 games. Show me something, but he got to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's going to have I don't know if it's gonna be 10 games, but I think he's gonna be on a little bit shorter leash, especially with Daniel Gafford playing behind him and being able to contribute defensively and offensively. Really, I mean, fam, who was my man on OKC, bro? Who was my man on OKC that got put on every single poster tonight, bro? The big man, what was his name? Brown?
Yo, all I know is Hutchison definitely just yammed that man. Like, what was it, the third quarter?
Hey, bro,
it was the third, fourth. It was the beginning of the fourth. I was like, yo, it's a night for my man.
See, Hutch got him. Daniel Gafford got him. Pat Will technically got him, but he ain't run up on it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think we saw some good, but we also saw some things. I'm gonna be honest with you. My two things I needed to see improvement from. Number 1 was Larry Markkinen. And number 2 is Wendell Carter Jr. I didn't see improvement from either one of those guys. And listen, I understand they've been off, but bro, you do this for a living. Larry Markkinen. Now I give him. I'll say this.
He didn't look good, but he gave us 11 and 9.
But also, this is the thing too. He also did everything else. He was. I saw him on the defensive end, making good defensive plays, making great defensive rotations, protecting the rim. That's something we didn't see from Larry last season. I saw him facilitating the ball to the other guys, setting up, helping set up the offense, helping get guys open. I can see that. I can see the other things that Larry's doing. But we brought Larry here for one reason. Now, we can all get excited that he went up and he almost dunked on my man, but almost as good at horseshoes. I'm just saying, like we get excited by seeing, oh my goodness, oh he almost dunked on him. No, dunk on him. And then see, this the part everybody left out. He missed the 2 free throws. He almost dunked on him, and then he missed the 2 free throws. So basically, we all got hyped because he jumped.
Who's y'all? who's y'all? Come on now. Hold on.
Hey, listen, I was hyping the moment because I thought he was gonna dunk him, and then I was like, oh, he missed it. All right, he got these free throws. Ping.
I don't have too many moments where I thought Larry was going yam on somebody. If he did, it was on accident. That's how I felt. So I don't look to him for that. I don't need him to play a power game. I need him to just play his game, which wasn't. It was a little bit of finesse, but I mean, let's be real. He ain't playing too good, but he gave us 11 and 9. And so he's like one of the only. He was close to his double-double. He's the closest one to a double-double. Looking at the stats, so I mean, listen, I think he'll be all right. I tell you who ain't gonna be all right. Your boy WCJ. He need to go ahead, rotate my man's out. Otto Porter Jr. You just got your spot took by a rook. It's okay. But
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I like Otto coming off of the bench. Otto's production off of the bench, he's giving you more production to me. 8 points, only 8 points because he was coming off the bench, not seeing as many minutes, only saw 22 minutes.
13 rebounds. Though.
12 rebounds, 4 assists. And listen, I'm talking about he was down there hustling, heart, hustling, muscle, like Stacey King liked to say. What I saw from Otto Porter Jr. tonight, you give me that for a season, I'm not paying you what you make. You make $28 million, but I don't mind you being on the team. He's just one of those guys that I wanted him to be that 3-and-D guy. But if he's not. And go ahead.
For what they paying him, I'll put up 8 points though.
Hey, bro, for sure. Hey, listen, for what they paying him. Hey, look,
coach, don't even worry about it.
How much money has he really made? Because I mean, he's only played 26 games, so most of that is just chilling money. Most of that is just chilling money.
Man, listen.
But I really like what I saw from this team. I think that Billy Donovan has them playing on a different level.
Facts.
On a very different level. And not I know when you look at it, you're saying, well, it's OKC. It don't matter who they playing.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they defensive rotations stay like we saw tonight, that's going to be a problem.
Two things we take away from this preseason.
Yeah.
It is OKC. So it's only so much we can pick at, right? Maybe some people are reserving themselves. It's a long season. We're doing 72 games a season, right?
Yep.
And so, like I said, most of my critique is going to come after the first 10 games. At the first 10 games, I think we start to see whether they gelling a little bit, maybe a little longer. But, the pressure is on this season.
Yeah.
And so I'm expecting Zach to do his thing. I'm hoping Kobe can stay consistent. I'm really high on Pat. Pat Will made it right now. That's his new name. Pat Will made it.
I like that better than Project Pat.
Oh no.
I heard Adam Amin say that, and I was like, "Wow, we copping out on that."
We're not gonna do
that. Let us know in the chat too a good nickname for him, because I was like, "Are we doing the Project Pat thing?"
Mm.
I don't really like the Project Pat for him, because one, you saying my man is a project.
Well, I don't know about all that, but okay. I mean, you kind of took it way that way.
It's either that or you saying he from the projects. I don't know how he grew up.
Hey, listen, we get the references, but Pat Will made it is at P90X. Oh God,
I like that. I like the Pat Will made it. P90X. Oh no.
Hey, I actually did see that in a comment though, so I want to give credit to shout out to my man. If that was it, Joe, whatever your name is, if you said it, good looking out, because I saw it in the comments.
Okay, all right. Devontae's going wild. He said P Rose in the comments too. All right, Devontae.
Let's let that ship go. That ship sailed, buddy. But hey, man, listen, I'm excited for the season. Let's talk realistically. Are we making the playoffs?
Are we making
we keep dodging this question, but let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the nicknames in the chat, bro. They really coming with them, bro.
And that's what I just said.
Easy P is not bad. Easy P is not bad. P Will style is not bad. Hold up. I just seen one. P Williams. Hey, that's the one. That was the one. That was the one for me. P Williams. Hey, boss man C4, you got the one, bro. We gotta send that to Stacy. P Williams, bro.
Give him something, right?
Let's talk about it though. Are the Bulls making the playoffs? Let us know in the chat as well. When I look at this team, when I look at how they're built, when I look at how they're coached, I see players that we saw that I think we thought that guy's not a legit player in the future for us. That guy's not a legit player on this team in the future for us. And Billy Donovan's putting them in positions to be successful. Now, again, against OKC in preseason. But I look at this team as Thad Young's not out there yet. Garrett Temple's not out there yet. Sato's going to bring you what Sato's going to bring you. Sato and Arch is the same dude. Like, I think Sato might shoot a little better. Arch might play a little better. They the same dude, but
I really want to see if Dotson gets on the floor. I want to see if he gets on the floor. I
don't know why they left him.
I don't
know. I didn't ever get a report on why they left him back in Chicago. I didn't know if it was an illness or if it was or if it was just like, well, he on a 2-way contract. We want to see somebody else. Because who was my man that was out there? The dude that looked like an unlockable character. Fam, you know who I'm talking about. I don't even know what his last name was, bro.
Me either, bro.
Fam, he was just out there. I was like, fam, they just pulled the trainer out the back, and they was like, hey, we need you for 10 solid minutes, my boy.
Like, bro, we giving everybody jerseys nowadays.
Bro. Hey,
what is going on here? Everybody getting jerseys but me. Let me go ahead and get my jersey, bro.
I think this team, are they a playoff team? I think they could be, but I think it depends on what value they get back from the bench consistently and what value they get from Larry Markkinen. I think that's really what it's going to come down to, because I think Pat Will going to be nice? I believe he is. I believe Pat Will this season. I looked at his tape and I was like, yo, this dude can play in the NBA this season. But
let's not be that hater.
He's not going to. No, this is the thing. He's not going to be 25 points a game.
I don't need him to be 25 points a game.
I think you need a third option for this Bulls team to make the playoffs. I think Zach and Kobe are your legit 1 and 2 options.
I need your man to show up since you so high on him. You know who I'm talking about.
Which
the
one?
turn up Kobe White. Did he cut his hair? I didn't even notice if he cut his hair. Did he braid that joint?
He got it in a ponietail.
Hey, I need him to either braid it or cut it. He needs to do something. He killing the vibe on the Bulls team. Anyway, I need Pat Wheeler. I need Pat Wheeler to give me 15 and 10. That's all I really need. And I need Zach to be Zach. We got that right there. So if your man show up, my man's gonna show up. I think.
Oh, now he your man's. Now he your man's. Hold up, draft like you was clowning right with everybody else in the comments, my G. Now he your man. See, this was one of the Pat Wheel haters, y'all. Hold up. Here you go. This was one of the Pat Wheel haters, right
here. You ain't got no tape. I don't know what you talking about.
I don't. No we got a whole YouTube show where the comments continue to pop up, my G.
Yeah, they better you better pull them up because I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, this man wilding and childish out here, my G.
Hey, listen. I think if they trade James Harden to Philly, we might have a chance. Because that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't listen. Hey, what's up with James Harden too, man? What's going on with him? He's stress eating. Like, what's happening with him?
Hey, listen, I don't even care. I just want to throw a shot at him because he went from looking like real slim over the summer to looking like he done ate all the hot wings at Magic City, bro.
Man, is the lemon pepper wings at Magic City that good? Do we need to go take a trip?
Hey, buddy, go say I was with my personal trainers,
bro. Fam, you know he trolling too. You know he saw the comments and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with this one."
I know he is. Hey, listen, I don't care about him. Hey, listen, I would say this. Back to what we talking about.
Yeah.
I think we might beat out Orlando. I think we might be at. I gotta look at the standards again. Like, who?
Yeah, let's look.
We're a little deep this year. East
is coming strong this year. So let's look at the standings and see where we think the Bulls fall in. Essentially,
not the standings. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's not even gonna show us nothing. Hold on, let me see.
No, this is Eastern teams. Let's look at.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. There's one thing that may hold the Bulls out of the playoffs, and it's Felicio's beard. Fam, that chin strap is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think we got. Listen, I think we only got a chance for 8th. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's being a realistic fan. I don't think we're gonna beat out Boston. We're not beating out Boston, the Bucks.
Well, I mean, the top tier teams. I don't think we're in that range anyway.
Dog, we got like 6 top 10 teams in the East right now.
No, I'm saying your top 5 teams. I don't think we're there. I think we're in 6 through 8, and you got
6 through 8 might be anywhere from the Wizards, the Nets.
Are we putting them that high yet?
Who?
We're just saying the Wizards is gonna work.
Are you serious? Come on now. Come on, don't do that to me on the show.
I'm just asking. Are we just saying that the Wizards are gonna work because they got Russ?
Don't act up in front of company. Don't do that. We know the Wizards is gonna be. The Wizards is a playoff team. The Wizards are a playoff team.
Hey, listen, if Denny keep playing like he playing, absolutely.
Yeah.
If Denny keep playing like he playing, absolutely. But they're not gonna do it with just Bradley Beal and Russ.
Dog,
not them alone.
They have a decent squad. They got some sleepers on that squad, though. They really do.
So I think the teams we competing with, we're looking at the Hornets, the Magic, the Nets are going to be much higher this season. Oh, yeah. Probably the Heat still in that range, or are you giving the Heat a little bit higher? You think the Heat are a little bit higher?
I have the Heat as the top 5 team.
Top 5? Okay.
In the East, yeah, definitely.
And the Hawks, that's the other team. So we looking at probably Wizards. I give you the Hornets. I give you the Hornets, Magic, and the Hawks.
Bro, let's not do it. Let's not do it with this. Let's not do it like this. How about this? Let's just see if we can play good, consistent basketball. I think this is a development year period. I'm not trying to sit there and say I don't want us to make the playoffs, but at the same time, I don't want us to make the playoffs and get smashed and then we all sit there and like go back to the drawing board feeling defeated. I really feel like we have a great building block. You know, we give AK his first year. You give the team time to gel. We let coach do his thing, evaluate his players, and then we prepare for the offseason, just like Buddy's AK said that we was planning to anyway. I don't really see this isn't a bang or bust year for us. And so I want us to do well. I want us to compete, but I'm not expecting us to beat, you know, the top. I mean, listen, there's 6 legitimate teams in our conference. And then the ones that weren't, like the Hawks they got a squad, bro.
I think the thing you have to try to do is, because I think this team is too talented to not be competing at least for the playoffs. Like they just are. There's too much talent on this team to at least not compete to try to get into the playoffs.
Comparatively, we don't have the talent at the same positions as the other teams in the conference, though.
True, but that don't mean we don't have the talent. We got 2 guys that can put the ball in the bucket.
We don't have the talent as
I can't say that. I can't say that. When I the fact that you have Zach LaVine, who is a proven scorer in this NBA, you know he's gonna come out, he's gonna give you his points. We want to see that step from Kobe White, but I think Kobe is another scorer as well. You got 2 scorers on your team, you're gonna win some games, and you got 2 scorers that work well together. Your biggest questions are coming from your front court.
All right, listen. So how about we do this? All right, people in the chat, help me out. Are we definitively beating the Hawks in a 7-game series?
Well, we wouldn't play them. We talk about the back end.
Unless
the Hawks are scoring.
I said that wrong. I said that wrong. You're right. Are we beating out the Hawks for a playoff spot? That's what I meant to say.
Are we beating out the Hawks for a playoff spot? I got to see how they play together.
I got to see how they play together. But so far,
and look, on paper they look great. They really do. On paper, Hawks GM might be GM of the year, because that man was just like, hey,
that man got it done.
Let me get you. You too? Oh,
that man got it done. I ain't gonna lie. That man got it done. You know, listen. We have very few definitive yeses in this bad boy. It's a maybe. Are we definitively beating the Wizards?
I would say
it's a long pause.
Yeah, I can't say definitively on anything yet, because I don't know what else the Wizards are going to have this season. If Denny's playing well and they got 3 proven scores, it's going to be tough. If Denny's scoring like he's scoring, and you got Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook that play on both ends of the floor, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. So I'm not saying, but you also got to see how they work together.
So listen. You got to understand. I'm not clowning us. I'm not downing us. I don't have like the high expectation,
right.
Stuff like that. Again, I think this is a true development year for us, because it really is. This ain't just us throwing it out there. We have new coaching staff and everything in there, right? So at this particular point, we just going down the line. Like, should we be out there trying to compete and improve? Absolutely. Should we try to make some moves to get some players to make us a competitive team and actually make it, make a deep playoff run? Absolutely. But do I see it happening from what we have right now? I got us as a 9th spot, and hopefully, and if they do the whole play-in thing,
that's still maybe for the playoffs, though. That's what I'm saying. I think
us as a solid 9th.
You got a solid 9th.
I think we're gonna be Phoenix,
but I think
the bubble type 9th.
But I think there are probably going to be 4 or 5 teams that could be in that same spot at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's going to be everybody within 2 or 3 games of one another.
Oh no, that's either giving them not enough credit or giving us way too much credit.
I think that it's usually the bottom is the bottom for a reason. We ain't seen the bottom of the East to be a 40-win team probably since the 90s. Like, I don't see anybody here being a 40-win team. And you got to think, 72 game season, 32 wins is a good team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fact. So it's only
is a decent team. That's probably your bottom of the barrel teams.
You got to look at it like this. We beat the Hornets. Yeah, I said we beat the Hornets. I said we beat out the Hornets for a spot definitively. I said we beat out Detroit. I said we beat out Orlando. I said we beat out the Knicks. I said we beat out the Cavs. I say everything else, nah, dog.
It's a maybe.
Like, the only thing that will stop them from beating us out is if they just implode.
You talk about Washington?
I'm talking about Washington. I'm talking about the Nets. I'm talking about the teams that are ahead of us. Like they would have to implode. And so this is a development year, and we could just go ahead and just ride that out because.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I think you are right. I think it's a development year. I think this is a year where AK wants to be competitive. And listen, Billy Donovan ain't never had a sub 500 record. I don't think he plans on starting now.
That's still 42 and 41. I mean, 42 and 40.
I mean, but listen, you telling me from where we've been, 42 and 40 wouldn't feel better? Wouldn't feel like we're moving in the right direction? Fam, I think we went 18 games last year.
Oh, I didn't even look.
It's okay. We don't need to depress ourselves. We moved on from that. There's a coach back there that we don't like, that clown. But I think that you have to
won 18 games.
I think we won. We didn't win a lot of games last year, bro. But I think that you got to look at this as, are all these pieces going to be here at the end of the season? A lot of teams will trade for an expiring contract. Otto Porter Jr., expiring contract. Larry Markkinen, an expiring contract. And if you're going into it and the Bulls are thinking, all right, well, I don't believe Larry's the guy, or we know we're not keeping Otto, we might as well see if we can get something for him. A little second round pick, little this and that. That's exactly how AK 22 games. Oof, I was close. Oh God, Jesus. That's horrible. But
why not?
But you got to look at how AK builds his teams. It's all through the draft. So I could absolutely see some pieces that we think are going to be pieces on this team moving forward not being here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that that's going to play into it too. We're going to have to figure out where we're at what point in the season. And I think that this team is going to come down to, I hope Lowry gets out of it, but we're seeing him miss his shots. That's what's concerning to me.
I'm not overly concerned about it.
You think he turns it around?
I think he can. And then at the same time, I'm not expecting him to give me, 25 or 20. I'm expecting him to give me maybe 5-6 more points than he gave me tonight.
I mean, in his best season, he was what, 18 and 8?
So I'm expecting him to give me 6-7 points more than he gave me tonight. Like I'm expecting him to give me 17 and 10.
Yeah,
that's what I expect out of him. And he didn't look all that great, from what the expectation was tonight. Yeah. But on paper, he wasn't that far off. So
he was that far off. Yes, he put in 11 points, but on 4 of 15 shooting, that's not getting it done. That's far off. That's far off from what we thought we was getting. That's far off from what we drafted. That's far off from the play. Now, like I said, he did everything else decent.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, I have a spot for that, but it's about what kind of money you trying to get if you want to be here to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna give you no crazy money and you 18 and 8 guy. And I think that's the thing. So I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Are we getting the trade talks in the chat already? Devontae says trade Wendell Carter Jr. for Rudy Gobert. All right. I think on that note, we gonna. I think on that note, we are gonna get up out of here. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the page
for YouTube, baby,
because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We appreciate all the love, all the support that you guys have shown. Bulls get the W tonight. Nice little blowout win for the Bulls. Hey, take these wins when they come. Enjoy these wins because, listen, we got to watch Bears football on Sunday, y'all. We will be back tomorrow night around we will be back tomorrow night. What will we say, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tomorrow night for the podcast. Make sure you guys come through. Make sure you guys show some love. We appreciate everything y'all been doing. It is your boy, Pat the Designer. I am joined by the homie P.Kidd. Y'all stay safe out here, Chicago. Peace.